So I bought a press, a vise, amongst some other equipment, a draw board. Whew. Girl's serious about this. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Allie D'Andrea. I'm a hunter and angler, a public lands advocate, and lover of all things outdoors. Welcome to my channel. Today, I have got a little life update for you guys. What's been going on with me, the good things that are coming, the not so great things that have been going on. Really, I just have some things that I want to talk about because I feel like some of you will be able to relate to it. I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. I'm sitting on a bed right now. That's why I'm emoting a little bit slower or weirder, because I'm on a bed, and if I do my normal thing, the camera will shake. A lot of you comment about how much I talk with my hands. I know I do. I'm an Italian gal, and my hands are part of the way that I express myself, along with my crazy face. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So where do I want to begin? I'm gonna start with the not so good stuff. And it's nothing serious, but again, I just feel like I'll be able to connect with some of you on this. So as many of you know, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and have been spending the past 2 years of my life pretty nomadically. So I don't live in Pennsylvania, but I do spend a portion of the year there, including the holidays, with all of my family and friends. Nick, my longtime boyfriend, we're actually about to celebrate our 11-year anniversary. Wow. All of his family and friends are there as well. So we were in the Pittsburgh area for about a month straight. So when we're there, we're crashing with our parents, which is great. I love my parents and my family more than anything, and I love Nick's family more than anything. So it's a great situation. I love being around everyone. But what Pittsburgh lacks for me and my soul is access to the outdoors. Now, I will say, in general, Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania as a whole does a really good job of managing public lands and creating public access and opportunities. So while Pittsburgh does have parks and public areas like that, there's a certain way that I need to connect to the outdoors that I just don't get from going to a park where people are walking their dogs or running or walking or doing whatever. I want to go outside and be alone and be in wilderness, whatever that means in that particular area, because obviously wilderness in Pennsylvania is a lot different than wilderness in Montana. But I'm looking for a relatively untouched piece of land that I can go walk around or hike or shoot my bow or fish and be alone and just feel that sort of exchange of energy that happens for me. That is so important to me and my soul and keeping my head right. There's a piece of me that suffers when I lose that connection. Because of that, I've been feeling a little bit of the winter blues lately, and not in a super serious way. I'm not depressed or anything like that, but I definitely have not been like my fun, happy, peppy self like I normally am whenever I'm home for the holidays like that. And the weird thing is, it's a great time of year because I get to be with my loved ones. But then on the other side of things, I'm spending so much of my time and energy focusing on other people, especially because I travel so much and I don't get to see everyone so often. But it takes a toll on the other side of me and my center, which I've discovered over the past, I don't know, probably 10-ish years at this point, that time in that space is really, really important to me. So there's really no point to the story that I'm telling right now other than I've been feeling a little bit off. But the flip side of that, in the second half of this video and story and just, I don't know, chit chat time that I want to share with you, is that things are changing and we are officially in Florida. And I feel like a freaking new woman because I feel like I have my space back to be outside and to be connected. So if you guys remember, we spent the winter in Florida last year. Nick has some family here, so we are able to come down to work, to be outside and just enjoy this place during this time of year. And for me, the biggest connection is through the water. That connection really changed for me whenever I got a paddleboard. And now that's all I want to do here is get on the water, get a fishing rod in my hand, and fish. And the funny thing is, typically, you're not really alone when you're on the water. We even did a float trip in the ocean on our paddle boards and drifted like 10 plus miles, which would feel really remote, but it's not because there are boats everywhere. But there's some type of difference in that interaction that doesn't take away from the sort of solitude that I'm seeking or the connection that I'm seeking. And it just feels so good. So we've only been here for, I don't even know, maybe 24 hours or so, but it's already changed my mood and my outlook on how these next couple of months are going to go. So we'll be here for probably overall about half of the year. I don't know exactly how that'll break down, but it's got me in a really good place and really happy. The other thing that I meant to bring up when I was talking about the Pittsburgh thing, and the other thing is like Pittsburgh's a really cool city. It really is. If you dig that city life, it's great. And there are outdoor opportunities if you're someone who's mildly into the outdoors, but it's just not quite enough for me. And anyways, during my time in Pittsburgh, I did not work out like I normally do. I did not eat like I normally do. And your girl put on a little bit of weight. It's more so my health and the way that my body feels. Because when I say I put on a little bit of weight, I maybe put on 5 pounds. But for me, my weight doesn't fluctuate very frequently. So I just feel sluggish and physically like, oh, because of that. So I went to the grocery store yesterday. I bought a bunch of really great food. I've been preparing all of these wonderful meals that are full of micronutrients. We drove down with a cooler full of pretty much all of our deer meat. So I will be cooking and I don't know what it is, but there is something in the sunshine here that just flips a switch. I also wanted to tell you guys, I bought gear to build an at-home bow shop. So I bought a press, a vise, amongst some other equipment, a drawboard. Whew, girl's serious about this. So I will be creating a bunch of content about that because I have been interested in learning how to tune my own I have been interested in learning how to tune my own bow properly since I started archery. And over the years, I've learned a couple things, but I've never had my own press or my own drawboard or other gear that you really need if you're going to do this kind of stuff right. So I went a little crazy. Actually, not crazy. It was very thought out, but my wallet feels like I went a little crazy because I bought everything that I need and I'm just committing to it because I know that I'll have this equipment for the rest of my life, and this is a skill set that I'm going to build up and be able to use forever. So on that note, I am not a trained archery technician. I am not a professional, and I will have that disclaimer at the beginning of all of those videos because I want to show you what it's like just being someone who's passionate about archery and passionate about bow hunting to learn how to work on your own bows. I'm going to show you all the steps that I go through to actually learn it, and then I will include links to videos that I used to help teach me, or books or articles or any resources that I have that helped me learn, I will share with you. But hopefully I can make it fun and entertaining too, because sometimes this stuff can be a little boring. I think it's interesting, but I can see how it's a little boring and how people would be like, bleh, I don't want to learn how to do that. Anyways, see, I feel like you can already tell just from the way that I was talking at the beginning of this video to the way that I'm talking now, I can feel my excitement to be here and the things that I'm looking forward to versus when I felt very stuck in a place where I couldn't get outside. But now I can get outside. And I will be outside shooting my bow and fishing and paddleboarding, and then I'll also be inside on the computer like this editing away because I'll be making so much content for you all. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to end this video with a fun little montage of me and Abby girl on the beach that Nick filmed. So enjoy that, and I will see you guys in the next one.